Hi, welcome back. It's part two of my campaign update for this week, and this is the State of the Union part, where, you know, State of the Union is not doing so good. We seem to be supporting the oil industry completely in almost everything we do and use, from plastics to school buses. So, my recent finding is that school buses get about plus minus 4 miles to the gallon. So, a lot of our school money goes to the oil companies. I thought school money was for education and not for oil, but apparently I'm wrong. Yeah. So I forgot to introduce myself. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, or Susan Buchser for short. And this is the State of the Union part. So we got school buses all over the country delivering children to schools that are far away from their homes, simply to keep the oil business going. This is unacceptable, and it's got to change. I demand that every state in the Union and the territories work on creating a hybrid vehicle that will safely get our students to school. I also recommend that we turn the public school buses into public buses that go around town during the day and deliver the elderly, the handicapped, and the students to the places they need to go. So these buses need to go to grocery stores, they need to go to building complexes and big intersections, they need to go to banks, they need to go to courthouses, they need to go to schools, naturally, they need to go to libraries, swimming pools, other government buildings, and various other important locations like museums and also sporting halls and restaurant and malls and home improvement places, so that people can get around without using their own vehicle if they don't want to. And they should be able to get there at a reasonable price without polluting the air and without giving all this money to the oil industry. I don't, it's okay to make money, but not at the expense of our children and their education. That money should be going to education. It should be going to the teachers. It should be going to make classrooms smaller so that the kids can learn better and easier with more individual attention. I mean, we have a state of emergency in our country. We have for too long gone on in a direction that is not at all acceptable by any standard of humanity. It's inhumane what we've done to our children, what we've done to our families. It's got to change. So I call upon all the government officials out there, let's declare that state of emergency. We saw with COVID that we can change everything like that. And actually, COVID started in March, and we just entered March, so it's a good time to do that state of emergency, and let's get the ball rolling, moving our country in a proper direction. So, I want to also remind everybody of a few statistics from our country, and a quote from our Department of War. So, Pete Hegseth, I think that's how you say his name, he declared recently that if you kill Americans, we will hunt you down without apology, without hesitation, and we will kill you. That's what he's quoted as saying, I think last week it was. And now I want to remind you that last year alone, just last year, over 3,500 American women were killed in the United States. So, will you be hunting down those killers and kill them, Pete? Then it's even worse for American men. So, the number for American men in America was over 12,000 were killed in 2024. Over 12,000 men, American men, were killed in the United States in 2024. So, Pete, will you be hunting down those killers and kill them? So, why is this acceptable in Iran, but not acceptable in other places, but not acceptable in the USA? And I just want to let you all know that Iran and their militias have killed over the last 50 years a little over 1,000 U.S. workers and citizens combined in 50 years. Whereas just in 1 year, so the last year, the USA, with Israel's help, Israel with the USA's help, however you want to word it, has killed over 1,100 Iranians in just 1 year. That's not including all the 50 years past. So, Pete, I need you to rethink what you're saying and what you're doing. And yes, it's terrible whenever a U.S. citizen is killed. But we seem to be killing ourselves more than other countries. And Iran is certainly not the worst. Point the finger back at your own country. Get your men in the USA stopping the brutality in our own country. The violence is unspeakable here. Our citizens are killing our citizens, and most of it is being done by men against anyone that moves. We have a problem. It's a national emergency. The U.S. is its own worst enemy. So, Pete, if that works abroad, I don't know. Is that acceptable? I think not. So, the real reason why, well, I'll go over this in the State of the World. So, I think the last thing I want to say is we need to connect the coasts better. And I just researched how magnetic trains are being used in places like China and Japan. They're doing speeds of 300 miles an hour and even sometimes more. And they are moving people and, I guess, products from one side to the next. And it's successful and it's smooth and it's working. And we need to implement this. We need a railroad recovery, emergence of the importance of the railroads. I am tired of seeing semi-trucks crashed onto the side of the road, stuck, in all sorts of crazy places, causing accidents and traffic jams when it's not necessary. We don't need truckers going from one side of the country to the other. It's a waste of time and money, and the risk is too high. We need these bullet trains that will go, you put whatever product you're trying to get to the coast on one, and it gets there like within the next 24 hours. There is no need for these long haul truckers anymore on these roads. It is dangerous. The roads in the USA are also not in the best shape. So it's time to work on infrastructure. It's time to work on infrastructure. It's time to work on infrastructure. I cannot say it enough. So I am calling on ethics. I am calling on morality. I am calling on integrity of the people who are supposedly in power right now. I'm not sure how all of you got there, and I'm not sure who dropped the ball on some of these issues. But this is unacceptable that our Department of War head is going around saying the things he's saying when the U.S. citizens are killing more U.S. citizens than anyone else. It's time to look at our own country. It's time to change our ways. We need to bring mothers home. We need to train them, and we need to give them the tools that they need to do their job. Just like in the military. You get training, you get a pay, and you get all the support you can to do your job well. Women need that at home. Then we also need to change the education system. It's broken, it's not working, and it's got to stop. So with these two things alone, this should help a great deal. I have more in my platform. I recommend you go to the video that I've attached to the top of some of my different platforms that I'm on, like Facebook or X, and I talk about my platform there and different aspects of it. So click on that and have a listen. And it's an emergency, folks. We got to stop. We got to stop. Our country is broken. Our moral compass is broken. We need a change. And we need it today. Thank you for stopping by and listening. I will do State of the World next. This was State of the Union, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to find out more about me too, my website is susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, usa.com. I'm already working for you, USA, and the world. I'm doing my best. It's gonna change, though. I'm not taking this, and neither should you. Okay, thanks for stopping by. See you in the next video.